Hey, I'm going to show you an alternate method to do a brush steel effect, and this is very simple, about 4, 5, or 6 steps. And what you see here is the result. So let's go to File, New, and because this texture doesn't have much detail, just pick any size as long as it follows the rule of 512 by 512, 1024 by 1024. 2048 by 2048, 4096 by 4096. And like I said, 512 works because this texture doesn't have much detail, but this one I don't recommend saving in the .gif format, even though colors are minimal I guess, because there are, I guess you can call them transitions from dark to light colors, and I don't know how many colors are between those transitions. There might be more than 256, which is the .gif format limit. But anyways, I'm going to do a 1024 by 1024 image, and resolution whatever you like. RGB, 8-bit, white, just the basics, and hit OK. And let's just go to, well, yeah, let's just go to noise, add noise, and set a noise percentage, and I'll show you the difference. Let's start out with the 50% noise, and now let's go to blur, motion blur, and adjust distance. And you see that there are a lot of whiter spots, and you can use this as a diffuse map and a specular or reflect map, and all these white areas will be almost 100% reflective if you set it to be 100% in your specular or reflective map rollout or value, and all these gray spots will not be that reflective. And if you see in the center there's a blurring out, I guess you can call it. You can fix that by going to Edit and Fill and switch it from pattern to content aware. And if all goes well, it should fix it up real nice, or at least somewhat, as in this case. And now let's adjust the noise parameter, and what I did was hit Ctrl A and Ctrl X, and it cut everything out. And the reason it turned gray was because my background is set to gray. If I do Ctrl A and X, it turns to blue because my background is set to blue. Anyways, filter, noise, add noise, and increase the value to 174 and repeat the process. Filter, blur, motion blur, and you can set it however you like, 90% or 0%, they both work. 90 degrees or 0 degrees, I mean. And to have this brush type effect like I showed earlier, reduce this distance value to 44 to 123 pixels, and try to maintain a distance in scratch, so don't have scratches that are very long, have shorter scratches like these instead of ones that go all the way up and down. Okay, and to fix the bottom one, the bottom and top areas, just select the affected area and go to Edit, Fill, and switch from pattern to content aware if it's not already like that. And there it goes. We did a pretty good job this time. And then do the bottom, Edit, Fill, content aware. What this does is checks the area around and makes a pattern to fill this out with. Now if we duplicated this will more than likely not be a seamless texture. And to see, and I'm going to test if it's a seamless texture or not, even though I don't think it is right now. And I'll show you the process to make a seamless texture in this tutorial. So let's do the seamless texture test. So let's go to image, canvas size, and duplicate the canvas size either in pixels or inches, it doesn't matter. 28.44, and let's select this area and this area. Be sure it's set to 0 tolerance and contiguous, then hit Ctrl Shift I and then Ctrl T. And now go to layer via copy, Ctrl T again. Let me fix this area. As if you see this line wasn't selected, which is interfering with my, in 3ds Max it's called X-Form. I don't know what the Photoshop term for this is. Anyways, I'm just going to do Control X right here and Control X here. Okay, that worked. Anyways, it's somewhat seamless. And like, this is the basic seamless test. If you duplicate your texture and you see any artifacts in the middle, it means it's not seamless. And the way you can fix it, if it's not seamless, let's revert back to this. I'm going to use this one because this is my finished texture, and for this one I used a noise value of 400, whatever that is. And a moderate motion blur distance, and that is how I got this result. Now let's make this seamless. So let's go to filter, other, and offset. These values are half of your dimensions, so because I did 1024 by 1024, this will be 512 by 512, and set this to wrap around. What this does is offset 512 that way and 512 the other way, and it leaves this line in the middle. And to this you can just go to fill and try to fix it with content aware. And if content aware does a good job, then you're done. And if you have a longer motion blur distance, this is also an option. Hold shift and drag the blur up and down to smoothen this out in certain areas. Remember that whenever you click again, your tool location will snap, or as you just saw, drag this out to the next location. So those are two ways to fix your texture. Either use the fill or use the smudge tool while holding shift. And that is your brush steel texture. I'll see you.